Alright, okay. Well, at least we didn't join in this game, like, too late. We're only down 2 points. Usually when you join in a game, it's like... Oh, God. Sniper City. Jesus. This map is Sniper City. This map, it's probably been this score the entire time, just because nobody can get to the B flag. There's so many snipers. I'm not kidding. You think I'm kidding? I'm being dead serious right now. So what are your thoughts on Infinite Warfare, Zach? You don't know? What do you mean you don't know? Oh my god. Honestly, I don't think Infinite Warfare is going to be that bad. But then again, I'm kind of a fanboy when it comes to Call of Duty. A lot of people didn't like Ghost. A lot of people didn't like Advanced Warfare. I liked both of those games. Actually, Advanced Warfare was one of my favorite Call of Duty games. And a lot of people didn't like it. I honestly think a lot of people just didn't like it just because of the fact that it had exo movements. And for people who don't have a scuff or haven't practiced playing CoD, which is a lot of people, because it's a really difficult thing to adjust to, and some people physically aren't even capable of doing it. They were at a huge disadvantage, because if somebody had a scuff, they could just jump up in the air while they're aiming and shoot you, and more than likely you're going to lose that gunfight. And so it gave them a big advantage over you, and I feel like that was a big reason why people didn't like it. I loved the movement, but then again, I had a claw. Wait, have I been saying claw? Anyways, scuff. Why didn't you correct me, boy? I can't speak. You know I just got off. Anyways, a scuff. A scuff controller, for any of you all who don't know, is basically a controller that has buttons built onto the back of it, so you can use those buttons on the back, like, say, jump shotting, for example, without moving your your thumb off the aiming stick, so that way you can keep aiming as you're jumping, making it more likely for you to get your kill and to win that gunfight. So it gives a huge advantage in gunfights, which ultimately will help you win drastically, and people don't realize how big of a difference it really is. I didn't think it was going to be that big of a difference until I actually got a scuff controller, and then when I got one, I realized how big of a difference it is, and now I don't even like playing without my scuff. Literally, my scuff controller broke the other day, and as soon as it broke, I got on and just ordered another one straight right off the bat, because I hate not playing with a scuff now, and I don't have one on the 360, so it's like, what the hell? But my scuff, I've told you all on Instagram before that it broke before, and basically I'm having the exact same problem all over again. What's going on is the paddle on the back, the button on the back that they put on the scuff, it's not working when you actually press it in. Like, the activation part, when you press in the button, isn't working. And so, I fixed it before, and I'm going to probably try and fix it again, even though I ordered another one. And the analog stick is a little bit screwed up as well. It keeps wanting to look up even when I'm not pressing up on the analog stick. But usually analog stick problems are a pretty easy fix. All you got to do is clean the controller. But I went ahead and, like I said, ordered another one just in case, because even if I fix my old one, I still feel like it's going to end up breaking again, since this has happened twice now. So I think I'm just due to get a new one. It's pretty old. I've had it for like over a year. But I think that's really one of the main reasons why people didn't like Advanced Warfare. A lot of people are just saying the movement system, which is exactly what that is, all the thrusting in the air and stuff like that. A lot of fights were vertical instead of horizontal, which is unlike all, Call of Duties that we've seen. Mission accomplished. Good work. And I think that's really honestly why a lot of people didn't like it. And Black Ops 3 kind of did the same thing. I know some Black Ops 3 has received some hate too. A lot of people don't like the futuristic things. Again, I didn't have a problem with it. I didn't have a problem with Ghosts. I've loved every single Call of Duty that's come out, and I know I'll like the new one that comes out. But that's just because I'm a fan, just Call of Duty in general. I'm not very picky when it comes to games, but a lot of people are asking for change though, and somebody made a really good point that I saw on Facebook, because he said that everybody in the Call of Duty community was asking for change, and it's like, they got change, and now they're complaining about having change. And I feel like that really is a big thing with Call of Duty community. They keep complaining about every single thing. And that happens all the time. It's like, they can't be satisfied. And honestly, even when they're asking for change, I didn't understand why people were so upset asking for change, saying that it's the same game 24/7. I feel like that's really every series. Every series is like the same game with just a little bit change and then a new name. I feel like that's every series, so I didn't understand that argument, but even so, we definitely got change, and now everybody's hating on it. It is going to be really different, and I am really glad that they also got COD 4 remastered to go along with it. I feel like a lot of people are going to be playing that. Actually, I feel like people are literally going to buy the game just so they can get Call of Duty 4 remastered. If you haven't heard already, which I'm pretty sure everybody has, unless you live under a rock, but Call of Duty 4 Remastered will be coming as a download with Infinite Warfare if you get the Legacy Edition, which is why I'm playing COD 4 right now. I wanted to get some hang of it, and I know a lot of you guys like COD 4, so I wanted to bring you all some videos of it. But don't worry, Black Ops 3 videos will be coming soon as well. It's not just going to be COD 4 now, but COD 4 videos will be coming as well. So expect that. And I will be doing a setup video, because I haven't talked to you guys in a long time. I know I haven't been posting, and I want to kind of also in that video tell you what's been going on in my life and why I haven't posted. And Zach has gotten really quiet all of a sudden. And my mom's sneaking around in my room. This is awkward. Jesus! Where'd you go, Zach? You haven't talked in like, I don't even know how long. I know. Whenever I get focused in a game, it's like I can't talk at the same time. And then I become really quiet. I used to have that problem really bad because I'd be like 1v1ing people. And like I'd get really quiet and they'd be like, oh crap, you must be near me because you're getting really quiet again. And so they'd think I would be right next to him, and I usually was. Because that's when I'd start focusing, when I was getting close to him.
Enemy UAV is airborne.
But do you have any thoughts, Zach? I know you guys can't hear Zach. I'm playing with him right now, Ryze Reepz. But we had some audio problems and you can't hear him, unfortunately. But whatever thoughts he has on it, I'll convey to you guys. But knowing Zach, he's probably just going to be a plain Jane and not having any thoughts on the matter. You hate Black Ops 3?
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Why do you hate Black Ops 3, man? Just the futuristic stuff again?
Enemy UAV is airborne.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I mean, anybody who's played Call of Duty for a long time kind of does hate all the new future things that have been going on with it. Just because, you know, they're people who have been around for a long time, they're used to the old stuff, they like the old stuff, that's why they started getting into the series. And I feel like that's where a big problem came in, because I feel like new people to the series have been like, oh, we want futuristic things, futuristic is what's really good, and then it's like those people ended up complaining, and they're not like people who have been playing Call of Duty for a really long time. And so, since they got what they wanted, all the people who have been playing it for such a long time are now upset with it. And I feel like that's what happened right there. And it's kind of the same instance. I think I've talked to you guys about this before on my channel. How sometimes Call of Duty, the makers of it, kind of make games. They give like kill streaks and certain things in the newer Call of Duties that are like really easy for people to get kills with, like an IED, for example. It's super easy to get a kill with that, and I feel like Call of Duty makers put that in the game just so that new players that aren't used to it, that may not be as good, can get kills easier with people who are more skilled. And I feel like that's kind of what they, you know, they made a mistake with that as well, because a lot of people didn't like IEDs and things like that, especially people who have been playing Call of Duty for a long time, because they think it's kind of lame. I'm kind of on that side. I really don't like things that basically are going to hand people kills for free. They're like really easy to get kills with, especially if I know I can beat the player and he kills me with something stupid. It's like, that is a terrible feeling, because I feel like I should be rewarded for practicing, getting to this point that I'm so good at this game, that, you know, somebody who hasn't been playing very long shouldn't be able to kill me. Or at least kill me so much. If I survive this, what is life? I don't know how I survived that. I don't know what just happened. That was like the craziest thing I've ever seen. Holy crap. That was insane. Zach, this guy was like touching me. He came in a room with me and he was like touching my body. That's how close we were. And somehow, I was like calling a helicopter in and somehow I didn't die. I like jumped up into the air and like avoided his gunshots and then killed him. I don't know how that happened, but that was intense. I for sure thought I was dead and I was about to get so sad.
Our UAV is online.
But I'm really looking forward to it. I think the trailer was really good. I saw this picture that kind of made me laugh. It was like, I'm kind of going to make a reference to a different game here just because I played it a lot when I was a kid. It was one of my favorite games. But Star Wars Battlefront was like one of my favorite games as a kid. And somebody posted, I guess you would call a meme on Facebook. And it was like that awkward moment when Infinite Warfare has space battles and Star Wars Battlefront still doesn't. For anybody who played Star Wars Battlefront back in the day, space battles were a really big thing. And the new one doesn't have space battles. So I kind of thought that was a little bit ironic and funny. But I think the space battles is really going to be interesting. I literally haven't played any games of the space battle since Star Wars Battlefront, like 1 or 2, whichever one it was. So I haven't played anything with a space battle in like a really long time. So I'm kind of excited about that. Honestly, like I said, I'm not too upset with the whole futuristic thing, but I definitely know a lot of people are. I'm not sure, honestly. I think the space battles... Okay, I just said that I'd convey with you all what Zach is saying, because you can't hear him. But he basically just asked a really good question that I'm not quite sure of. But he asked if space battles was going to be just in campaign or if that was going to be in multiplayer battles. I'm not entirely sure, but I think it's in multiplayer. I would assume it would be in multiplayer battles. I think that would be really fun in multiplayer. But for sure it'll be in the campaign. I wouldn't imagine... I mean, usually anything that's in multiplayer is pretty much in the campaign instantly. So we know for a fact it's, no matter what, gonna be in the campaign. I would assume they would put it in multiplayer too. But I'm not sure. It kind of looked that way. But I don't know. But really, if it is in multiplayer, this adds another question. If you're doing spaceship battles in multiplayer, is it just going to be spaceship battles the entire match? Or is there going to be part of it where, like, you're on the ground, then you're in space? Are there going to be some people that's in space and then some people that's on the ground? Like, how exactly is that going to work, I guess, is my question. Because that's a really interesting question that you brought up. And there's still a lot to be learned. And I could be inaccurate. It could be confirmed, actually, that it is. I've been really busy, and I haven't really been keeping up on my CoD grind, unfortunately. And I'll tell you guys about that soon as well in the video where I'm going to be giving a setup and talking about my life. But I've got 2 jobs, and that's one of the reasons why I haven't been posting as much lately. I'm not used to having to be somewhere almost 24/7. I've worked like 60-hour work shifts, so it's a lot.